midst of negativity, a positive sight can be blurred, and the visions that we thought were good seems to let evil occur. Forgiveness for our sinful ways. With mind, body, spirit, and faith, we pray. Amen.
Bow our heads, let us pray. Thanks to the day, bills paid, crib laid. Thanks to the A, in that Rari at the red light. That's in the A, Glock 40 with that red light.
Reporting live for Black TV. White folks are dead, we're getting the fuck out of here. Let's roll, Jack. Fuck back to shit, let's go, motherfucker.
Did I say that?
You found your dream power, man.
You saved us, Joey.
Man, you blew him away. Put him down, man.
What's going on, man? We back in the Low Key Cave, Keyshawn Nimes YouTube page, aka Mr. Low Key, and we are doing another. This is part 2. I've done one of these before, but this is my part 2 of top 5 black people to survive horror movies. Of course, I'll probably throw a little creature feature in there as far as like I did with Anaconda or Ice Cube. I consider that horror. You terrified of something, you running from it. Excuse me. You terrified of something, you running from it. That's horror. But anyway, man, I'm definitely about to jump in my top 5 black people to survive horror movies. And as far as coming in at number 5 is Kincaid from A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors. I really enjoyed Kincaid's character, not only because he was a likable character in the movie, but he was the only black. Well, he wasn't the only one. That he had Lawrence Fishburne in there too, but as far as being a part of the main story, he was one of the only black dudes in the movie, and he survived to the end. Like, this is a Friday the 13th movie. Not only that, this was like the late 80s, maybe early 90s, and come on, ain't no nigga surviving in no horror movies back then, especially back then. So to see this guy actually make it all the way through, hey, it's what's up. And I actually enjoyed what I would call dream powers, I would say, because he had the power in his dream to have super strength or whatnot. And I actually enjoyed him being able to do what he did, and him helping out the people he tried to help out when they came across these certain situations. You know what I'm saying? As far as doing what he had to do to try to beat Freddy. But either way, seeing a black guy come out and survive, and not only that, actually was trying to kick Freddy Krueger ass, hey, in a horror movie back then, hey, that's what's up, man. I definitely had to throw Kincaid in here at number 5 from the A Nightmare on Elm Street series, as far as number 3, which is one of my favorites, Dream Warriors.
Retreating. What is it?
Next on my list, as far as top 5 black people to survive horror movies, we got number 4, and that's Charles from The Thing. Bruh, I love Charles in this movie. Stars Keith David, bruh. Yo, my man was straight up on that black man paranoid shit. He didn't trust nobody. He wasn't trying to hear it as far as anybody. Because if you don't know, you should know, man. The Thing came out, I think, in 1980 or some shit like that. 1980. It was probably like 1980. I don't forgot. I think it was. I'm not sure it's the 80s. Either way, though, like I said, once again, you had these early stages of horror movies coming out, and man, black people was getting killed left and right. If you was a black person, you was not surviving no horror movie. So to see this guy Charles come through and actually survive, but not only that, just his character instincts. He was acting like a paranoid black dude. Like, he was not trying to hear none of this shit. He was not trying to be around nobody. He was trying to get the fuck out of there, and he didn't trust nobody. That's some real black man shit. And I actually enjoyed that, man, and just tripped off seeing how he was reacting in certain situations and how paranoid his ass was getting. And some of that shit, that paranoid was working. But, man, yo, he wasn't playing no games with nobody, man. And, you know, this movie is about an alien that pretty much could clone himself into other people. He takes all their characteristics, everything. He's exactly how this person is, whoever this alien can clone. So you got all these people stuck in, I think it was Antarctica, some kind of station where they're in the middle of nowhere in the snow and ice and shit. So, yeah, the paranoia is out of the limits, and this nigga Childs, he wasn't trying to hear none of it, man. So I definitely had to throw Childs in here. Keith David playing Childs in number 4 from The Thing, as far as my top 5 black people to survive horror movies. And even at the ending, we're not even sure if him or Kurt Russell is The Thing, because like I said, this thing could transform at any time, and he can take on all your characteristics, man. So that was another very good thing at the ending of this movie. I love this movie, man. I'm telling you, I love this movie. I watched it later on. I was not on this movie, but it's definitely one of my favorites. So shout out Childs, bro. Number 4 as far as The Thing in my top 5 black people to survive horror movies.
Spencer, you back in there?
Next on my list as far as top 5 black people to survive horror movies, coming in number 3 is Fool from the People Under the Stairs. Another one of my favorites, and this one of them throwbacks too, where you like, not only is we got a black dude to survive a horror movie, but he is the main character. We got a black dude that's leading a horror movie. So this was directed by Wes Craven. I love this movie, man. It's one of my favorites. I don't think critics loved it too much. It definitely is not one of Wes Craven's most popular movies. It's one of my favorites from Wes Craven as far as out of the Scream series and all of that. This is definitely one of my favorite ones, man. But People Under the Stairs is pretty much about this this little boy named Fool, who is pretty much trying to get his family up out of the situation that they're in. And he has this guy who pretty much trying to put him on as far as going into this house and stealing some gold out of it. Little do you know, this house is ran by this very, very odd couple that you don't want to know the horrors they have going in their house. This is a pretty old movie, so I would think maybe you done seen it already, but if you haven't, I ain't gonna want to spoil it for y'all, because like I said, this is not one of Wes Craven's most popular movies. It's definitely one of the ones you need to check out, and I'm surprised they haven't remade this. I've been hearing some rumblings that maybe this will be getting remade or rebooted, but I'm surprised, because there's a bunch of ways you can go at this, and even the type of story they telling, there's some things you can do with this. I'm telling you, man, this story they can make it a lot deeper, but I hope they don't do nothing like that. I want them to keep the horror aspect of it if they do a reboot. But Fool, you got Vic Rames in this, man. Early young Vic Rames. I'm telling you, this is definitely one of them ones that I ain't gonna say it's gonna keep you up at night. It ain't really that scary, but it's definitely entertaining, and you gonna love the villains in this one. I'm telling you, you're gonna enjoy the villains. I think they'll make you laugh, and they'll kind of get you scared too a little bit. I'm telling you, man. But it's definitely one of my favorite ones, so I have to put Fool. Brandon Adams, that's his name, the guy, he played Brandon Adams, man, who played Fool in Wes Craven's The People Under the Stairs, man, and he's coming in at number 4. I'm sorry, damn, I'm tripping, y'all. He's coming in at number 3 on my top 5 black people to survive horror movies. As far as my top 5 black people to survive horror movies, we coming in with number 2, and we got my man LL Cool J in Deep Blue Sea. I ain't gonna even lie, I can't remember his name in the movie, so we just go with LL. I love this movie, not only because I love shark movies, well, the good shark movies, because we don't got too many, and I don't care what nobody say about Deep Blue Sea. I love this because this was the first time I actually got to see sharks be actually really, really aggressive, tearing people apart and shit. You didn't really see that in Jaws. You seen some limbs and shit falling, and you kind of did get somebody did get fucked up in Jaws, man, at the end. That dude that was on the boat and he was getting his, he got messed up. But anyway, in this, nigga, Deep Blue Sea, Samuel L. Jackson making his speech, the famous scene where he just standing up there talking and the shark come out of nowhere and bite his ass. And then, man, like, I'm telling you, Deep Blue Sea, and you wanting LL to make it, because I was wanting LL to make it, and then you got that scene where they make it to the surface at the end, and then the shark get LL by the leg, and you like, oh shit, they gonna get LL at the end, damn, they gonna get LL at the end, but he made it, and the damn girl ended up sacrificing herself, so hey, we got another one, baby. But definitely, man, because in them type of movies, you seen what happened to Samuel L. Jackson, and that shit happened 2 times to Samuel. It happened to Samuel L. Jackson in Jurassic Park and in Deep Blue Sea. That's messed up, bro. Y'all gotta stop doing Samuel L. Jackson like that in these creature features. He shouldn't even do no more creature features. But yes, I definitely enjoy LL Cool J and Deep Blue Sea, man. I feel like he made a lot of good decisions as far as made some smart decisions, jumping in the oven, quick thinking, even though the shark ended up turning the motherfucker on, but he made another quick decision. I got to think about this whole throw the lighter and some shit explode in movies. Do that shit really work? I'm just saying for real, though, because I'm thinking, do the damn light stay lit on the lighter when you throw it, or do that shit go out? I'm just saying, man. But we ain't gonna even worry about movie logic. We just gonna stick with how good that scene actually was. Cause it's an intense scene to me. Cause you like, damn, L, get up out of there, man. Don't let that shark get you. Cause he was coming for his ass, man. But I definitely had to put my man LL Cool J at number 2 as far as my top 5 black people to survive horror movies is Deep Blue Sea.
You're so scared. You think it was your fault? How do you feel now?
I can't move.
You can't move.
Why can't I move?
You're paralyzed. Just like that day when you did nothing. You did nothing.
Coming in at number 1, and as far as my top 5 black people to survive horror movies, we got to throw my boy Chris in there. Of course, Get Out. How can we not throw my boy in there? Yes, man. We talking about the decisions he made. We talking about that ending when he had the damn cotton in his damn hand to put that shit in his ears so they wouldn't hypnotize him. Oh, yes, I had to put him in there. And, man, that scene at the end where that cop car pull up and we just sitting there like, oh, shit, they about to get my man. And this, what do you call this? TSA to the rescue. His homeboy, they worked at the airport. Shit. Oh, yeah, man. I definitely had to throw him in here, man. Chris, as far as this movie, and Jordan Peele's direction with this movie, his first time being a hard movie and whatnot, I gotta be honest, man. When I watched this, I still, to this day, I just did not come into it as a horror movie. I did not, and I still don't look at it as a horror movie. I can see it as a thriller. It's more to me as a thriller, not even drama or nothing like that, but just a thriller, not horror, because that whole horror aspect, I don't know. I just didn't see it in there because I'm so used to. I mean, shout out to my man Fred. You know, I'm so used to these horror aspects, screams, you know, slashes, real slashes. That coming across a movie like this is very, very good. Like the first time I seen it, I actually didn't even like it as much by seeing it a second viewing. I enjoyed it even more, and the more I watched it, and the more I actually kept on watching it multiple times, I enjoyed it even more and more. But I definitely had to throw Chris on here from Get Out, man. Like I said, the decisions he's made, what he did with old girl at the end when he started figuring shit out, like, yes, I definitely had to throw him on here at number 1, Chris from Get Out. So yeah, man, that was definitely my top 5 black people to survive horror movies. Y'all let me know in the comment section, man. Do y'all got y'all the top 5 of black people to survive horror movies? Because like I said, man, there's a reason I make these lists because, bro, we used to get knocked off in these horror movies, bro. We was out of here. Like the first person in the movie to go, who was it? The black person. You know what I'm saying? For real though, man. But I definitely wanted to start making this little series. I actually I was trying to do it for like Black History Month. You know what I'm saying? Being a guy that watches movies all the time. And I said, why not do this? But this is something that I said I wanted to start doing. I'm definitely going to be working on a number 3. I don't know how soon it is, but this is definitely top 5 black people to survive horror movies, number 2. We out. Subscribe. Hit that like button. Shout out to all my subscribers, man. Like I said, hit me in that comment section and let me know some of y'all top 5 black people to survive horror movies. I know it's some more out there. It ain't a lot, but it's definitely some out there, man. But definitely like and hit that subscribe button, man. And shout out to all y'all, man. We out.